Hi, everybody, and welcome to Shelley's Everyday Prepping Adventures. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. This is Monday, August 15th, and we're getting ready to start the work week. I want to introduce you to my new background. This is my office in my grooming salon, and I've chosen it to do the main part of my videos. So you may see me out and about, but this is going to be my background as much as I can. So, and I'm going to try to do one video per day. Anyway, welcome. I'm happy to have the new subs. I'm happy to have all of you that are returning. I had a wonderful weekend. I hope you did as well. Here in Maryland, it didn't get above 82 this weekend, and the humidity was gone. So last night we got some rain, and it's still sprinkling a little bit here right now, which is good. We've never really had a lack of rain here in the area that I'm at, and I know a lot of you have. Hippie Chick in Maine has suffered with not enough rain. It's been crazy. I have a relative in Nebraska who's been dealing with heavy droughts, so I know that not everyone is as blessed as we have been this year. So I appreciate the blessings of rain that we've gotten. I don't want to complain about it. So over the weekend, I got my dehydrator going. I worked on dehydrating frozen vegetables that I picked up at the. I got them at Walmart. They went up from 77 cents a bag to 84 cents a bag. They're just the small bags. They're for like one meal. You would use them for one meal. So I bought a bunch of those and I tossed them in the dehydrator. And while we did a little canning, we canned some beans. My daughter canned peaches over the weekend. She was the first time she'd ever canned peaches, and she did mention that it was a dirty job. She said peaches are they're not like canning green beans, and of course they're not. They're different. But anyway, I wanted to go back to it is we're coming into fall. The apple harvest is coming in. So I have local orchards around me. I don't really have any apple trees. I should have some apple trees. I may plant some, but right now I don't have any. I grew up with an orchard, but as prices of food went down, we became more and more dependent on just picking stuff up at the grocery store, which I think we've all been guilty of. So we got rid of the orchard when I was a teenager, and I haven't had one since. But I need to put one in again. Anyway, so I'm going to go to the local orchard and I'm going to pick up apples in the next few weeks and I'm going to dehydrate them. I was watching another channel and they were talking about, they ran into a friend who said that they had dehydrated 300 pounds of apples. Now that sounds like a lot, and it is a lot, but once they're dehydrated, they shrink up and they don't take up as much space and things like that. Also, I want to talk a little bit about rodent control in your pantry. This is really, really important. We're coming into fall. I live out on a farm, so the mice are going to be looking to come in, and you need to shore up your pantry. You don't want to spend all that money building up a pantry and then having the mice come in and destroy it. So you can't always keep, where I'm at, I can't always keep the mice out completely. So I try to put stuff that they can chew into containers, buckets, or totes to keep the rodents from getting into them. I don't know what your solution is. Some people may put out poison, which I have a love-hate relationship with the poison. Um, I love the fact that it takes care of the problem, but I hate the way that it does it. I hate the way that, you know, like if a mouse eats poison and it goes outside and an owl gets it, and then the owl becomes poison. There's so much. So I've tried different things. I've tried the plugins to keep the rodents out. It makes a noise or something. Somebody recommended them. I did not find that they worked that great. So basically what I try to do is I go around the house and I try to shore up any areas where the mice can get in. Of course, you cannot keep them out completely living in the middle of a farm. And that's what I do. I live a quarter of a mile back off of the main road in the middle of a farm. So there are fields all around me and buildings and different things. So they're going to come in. They're going to find a way. So you have to find a way to protect your stuff. So however that works for you, you need to be thinking about that. Also, in a previous video, the last video that I did, I certainly did not mean to imply any negative things. I was talking about the fact that I went into a restaurant and they had that they were hiring and that they would help you get they would pay to get your GED. They would help you with an associate's degree in college. They provided benefits and stuff. The only thing that I am saying about that, now I understand that not everyone in this world wants to work in a restaurant. There's nothing wrong with working in a restaurant. I worked in food service for 28 years. I worked in school food service. I did every job from dishwasher to managing the kitchen. I did all of that between milking cows morning and evening. So I understand a lot. The only thing that I'm saying here is, so you may not want to work in a restaurant. It may not be your ideal job. So, you know, but you don't have your GED or you need a college education. That's an opportunity. Maybe you don't want that job for life. Of course not. That's fine. Some people do. Some people like the restaurant industry. Our parents, our grandparents, and our great-grandparents did things that they didn't necessarily want to do in order to get ahead. So if you're there without a job and without an education, maybe you could consider the opportunities that are out there. I would go and be a waitress or a cook or a dishwasher in a restaurant in order to further my education so that I could move on to something else. Consider it a stepping stone. That's all I was saying. You can't just wait around for things to fall into your lap. Doesn't really happen that way. You have to make things happen. My father used to always tell me, you know, when there's a mountain in your way, you find a way around it, under it, over it. You find a way to get through it. And that's all I'm saying here. Find a way to get through this, get an education, and move on to something that you really want to do. That's all. Anyway, I also mentioned that I picked up some new pillows and a comforter while I was out. I don't always think, I don't know about you, but I don't always think about my bedding. Maybe a blanket. I think about the blankets. I maybe think about the sheets, but the pillows kind of go, I don't know, unnoticed to me unless they get really, really bad. So I decided to pick up some pillows, and I will tell you, I went into Walmart and the pillow selection was like none. It was very slim, but I was able to find 4 pillows. We have a king size bed, so I got 2 king and then I got 2 standard. I prefer the standard to sleep on, and I use the kings we could sleep on them, or I use them for decoration basically. But anyway, I just wanted you to know that there are things out there that maybe you're not thinking of that you need to sit down and really consider what you may need. I don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen. This channel is about prepping. It's about prepping for many things, not just SHTF. Sorry, I have allergies. But it's for prepping for anything. As I've said before, prepping to go on a trip, prepping for school to start, prepping for a new job, prepping for moving, prepping for winter coming. My family always prepped for winter, always prepped for winter. We were always at this time of year putting up stuff. Growing up, it was a natural thing for me. I never thought that much about it. But to be honest with you, we grew our own corn and we put it in the silos. We were prepping for the winter to feed the cows so that they could make the milk so we could make the money. So there's always prepping that can be done for just about everything. I hope you're prepping for your SHTF or prepping for whatever you think is coming your way. The world is crazy. There's a lot of stuff going on. There are angry people out there. I've seen it. Um, please don't be one of those, and don't be out if you don't have to be um, exposing yourself to angry people. Um, the world is crazy, and inflation is running rampant, and prices are through the roof. So I don't have to tell you that. My dog food, I buy a 40-pound bag of dog food. It was originally $45. Now it is $56 a bag. I buy packets for my pup, 30 in a box. They were 18, now they're 24. So just prepare yourself. Thank you and have a blessed day. I'm so glad that you're here. This is Shelly's Everyday Prepping Adventures. See you in the next video.